So what is going on? Today we've got a different type of video. This video is going to come from Instagram. I believe it was uploaded by the Premier League Instagram. I can't physically show it on screen because they copyright everything nowadays, especially in the Premier League. The FA just take it straight down. A lot of my videos have been copyrighted in the past, but I will leave a link in the description. You guys can click that and go watch the video for yourself. All these skills have been done by some of the Premier League players this season in the last month or so. So make sure you watch that video before you watch this one. It's probably a 30-second video or something like that, so make sure you do. I'm going to recreate these skills and teach you exactly how they did it. And then we're going to kind of get into some defensive 1 versus 1 with Brad today. Carl's behind the camera, but yeah, let's get into it. Just before we get into today's video, we've got a little message from our sponsor. Okay, so we're going to take a minute just to thank BetMatch, who are today's sponsor. So this is the layout right here. If you look down to the bottom left, you've got all the different types of sports you can bet on. You've got football, tennis, volleyball, all the way down to stuff like MMA, handball, beach volleyball even. You can have fun and go and bet on anything you want. So I'd go down and try and find my country. If I wanted to bet in England, right here, we've even got the Champions League there as a selection. But if you click England, you've got the league trophy, the National League, anything like that. So you might be wondering, why do you use BetMatch and not just a traditional betting website? One reason is the use of blockchain, making the site super reliable and transparent for every user. It speeds up the process with transaction and made every transaction free for users, along with anchoring. So as you can see on the screen, anchoring is writing every 100th private blockchain blocks hash with all the transactional data into the public Ethereum blockchain. So you guys get a very transparent and fair betting experience. There's also a liquidity pool, which gives you a guaranteed payout, allowing you to use Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and XBM. So not only are you betting, but you're actually investing too. So if that's something you want to look into, then perfect. So you also might be wondering what XBM is if you haven't seen that before. That's BetMatch's own currency, which makes betting even more interesting with the idea to not only bet with your money, but also to invest. So if you think this is something you're interested in, use my link in the description. It gives you 2 times your deposit money on the first 3 bets after registration. Use it wisely. Okay, so if you've watched the video, you'll know that Pepe did the first skill on the video, and that's the first one I'm going to teach today. If you're on your own and you want to practice these skills, I'll show you a way of how to do it without a defender, and then I'll bring the defender in, and if you've got a mate with you or someone that can help you defend, you can practice on them as well. So I've set this little coned area up, as you can see on the camera. Got 1 cone there, and then the 2 cones. This cone here is acting as the main defender that was with him, with Pepe alongside him, and as he turns, this is going to kind of recreate the meg that Pepe got. Maybe it was a little bit tighter, maybe like that. The skill didn't take much technique when he did it. It was more about his awareness and how he used the ball with the inside of his foot. This was when the defender was following him. So as he was getting followed by this defender, that's when he turned out by stepping down with his right foot. And as he's come back on himself, he's only just gone and used the inside of his foot right here just to kick it, essentially. But it's the way he uses his body. So as he approached, he stepped and he took the touch back on himself. So a little bit faster now. He's run away from this defender, he's turned, he's kicked it, and he's gone through just like that. So he's gone in front, he's stepped, he's turned, and he's gone through. So Brad's on me now. I'll walk through it with him first, and then we'll go a little bit faster so you can see how it actually worked. So first off, I was running away from Brad, or Pepe was running away from the defender. This defender's coming in, blocking this angle. He's turned, he's stepped. This defender's came in, and he's gone straight through his legs. You ready? Yeah? So jogging in, he stepped, and he's gone through like that. And it's all his body movement. That's how he's pulled it off. So he's pushed down, big step, and gone back on himself. Yep. Lovely. Just like that. So for this example, I'm just going to use Brad straight away because doing this skill in the cone won't really make sense because this whole skill was based around the defender's movement. So it was Matt Ritchie for Newcastle this time. I believe it was against Norwich, yeah, or Watford, the yellow team. Either way, Brad is going to come in as the defender for Norwich, and I'm going to be acting as if I'm Matt Ritchie. So it was on the left hand side. We're going to say this line was the byline. The defender was coming in like this. So as he got to about here, Matt Ritchie was pretending to already go forward with it. He stepped back in, which made the defender step a little bit further that way, and then he's gone line anyways, the same way. So the reason Matt Ritchie was so successful with this skill is because he didn't commit a trick straight away to beat him. He waited to see what the defender was doing, and then he made his judgment on what to do. All right, so full pace now, so you can see it right on. So I'm coming forward, yep, step, and he's gone this way. That was a little bit faster than what Matt Ritchie did, but it shows the same display as what he did in a game. So I'll go a little bit slower to show a better example of what Matt Ritchie did. So he's gone line, he stepped, he waited, and then he went. So he waited to see what the defender did, realised the defender's legs were buckled, and then went. Okay, so there's 2 of the skills done. We're not going to do all the skills in the video itself because there's about 8 or 9, and some of them are kind of in-play skills, ones that I can't really teach just standing against a defender. So this time it's going to be a pass, but again it's about awareness, just like the Pepe one was. It's all about what's around you, what's going on in the game, and a quick pass like he did created a chance for Norwich. So to start with, I'm going to be using a target, which is going to be between these cones right here. So you can set yourself up as well like this. 3 cones, that's all you need, and someone to pass it in off. So So Brad's going to be playing me the ball, and I'm just going to be flicking it like that and aiming for these two cones right here. And the aim for it is to get it between them. Just like the other skills, the tempo is going to matter. The quicker he plays the ball in, the better I can pull off the skill and the more accuracy I can get. We'll bring Brad in eventually to be on the end of that and have a shot after. I'm going to be using like the chop action with the inside of my foot. So I'm going to let the ball come past my left leg, and I'm going to be flicking it with the inside of my foot just like that. So as Brad's played it in, I'm letting it roll across my left, and I'm kicking it with just the inside of my foot. So again, the ball's come past my left and flicking it with my right. If it was the other way, let it come past your right. As it come past your right, and flicking it with the inside of my foot. So we'll go again. I'm going to aim for the cones. I'm going to try and get it through. Yes. Just like that, yeah? So sometimes it might come off like a slapping noise, which is more of a chop, but sometimes it might be a scoop. Depending on how quick the ball comes at you, just depends on how you need to do the skill. So I'm still aiming for them cones. It is quite difficult to get between. Regardless, Brad's going to take a touch and shoot. So even if I don't get it between, still go ahead. Yep, so off Cal. It's come in. Yep, I flicked it, and he's finished it. Lovely, yeah? Didn't need a touch and just finished it first time. You'll see in the Instagram video that I believe it was Shelby, or someone was on the play right here, and he's held the defender off and allowed the ball to roll across and then flick it behind, giving that defender no chance to get it. We'll go again, try to get through the cones. Ball's come in, through the cones. Oh, unlucky with the finish. He would have finished it in a bigger goal, trust. Lovely. I'll give you it. There you go, Cal, have it back. Lovely. Okay, so they were the first three skills. Pepe, we've had Matt Ritchie and a play for Norwich that I can't remember the name of. But either way, we're going to move on. We're going to pass a few of the skills in the video, and we're going to go to one from a Southampton player. I think it was the left back. He does it with his left foot, so I'm going to do both left foot and right foot. But it's a combination of two skills. He does the L drag, and then he does the Maradona, what I call it, or the roulette, that a few of you might call it. So the L drag I've taught a lot of times. So he drags the ball back and flicks it inside. That's the first movement. And then the second movement's going to be a roulette, and he did it with his left foot again. So different direction, pulls it back once with his left, and then through with his right foot. He actually does two plays in this move. You'll see if you've seen the video, but if not, you can still learn. So again, you can use two cones, or you can use a defender, whatever you've got. I'm going to use one cone, one defender. So he was kind of closer to this side first. So this defender was pressuring him from this angle here. As that defender was pressuring him, he pulled it back, he flicked it through. Then he came up to another defender, plus this one's on his back as well, which he dragged through and away from both of them. Which again, you'll have seen in the video, but if you haven't, I'm trying to explain it for you. So a little bit faster pace now, so you get an idea. So the defender's coming in, he's flicked it through, Maradona, through the middle. So this time my right foot, a few right footers out there. Let's say that I was a right back on the other side of the pitch. The defender was coming in, L drag, roulette spin, through the middle. Just like that. Yeah, so a little bit more speed now, I'm going to pressure a little bit more. So push in, L drag, roulette spin, and away, lovely. Always good to practice on both feet. I know there's a lot more right footers than left footers, that's why I've done it on both feet on this instance, but I normally do all the skills on the right side. So we've done Pepe, Matt Ritchie, the lad for Norwich, and that was actually Sheffield United, it wasn't Southampton, we've just had a look. Either way, the fifth skill was done by Chamberlain, and it was a little flick through someone's legs. We're going to use the cones again as megs, essentially. Me and Brad are both going to do it quite quickly. So the skill is pretty straightforward, I'll do it towards the camera to start with. So as he was running, he stopped the ball with his right foot, he's hopped over it, and flicked it with the inside of his other foot, his left foot in this instance. A little bit faster. So he's jumped on the ball, flicked through, just like that. It's quite a simple one, but it looks very nice when it comes off, especially when you get the megs with it. So again, he's running, he's stopped, and flicked it through like that. And he used it as a pass in this instance. You can use it as an actual skill. So I'll be coming on an angle towards these cones because you don't do it directly straight forward, otherwise you're going to run into the player and it looks more obvious. You want to run off to a side. So as I'm running off to the left side, I'm stopping and flicking it through just like that, just like he did. And you can use it as a skill move for yourself to get back on the ball, but you can also use it as a pass, just like this. So he's running, and he's passed it off to someone. So it can be used either way. So Brad's going to have a go now, 3/4 pace. He's going at the cones, lovely, straight through. And that's using it as a skill. Can you show us that as a pass now, Brad? So Brad's going to come at the cones, he's going to make it a pass this time. Lovely, straight to me, back to Brad, and he's missed. They've been better if he'd have missed. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward with that skill. I don't have to go into depth. It is just two movements, stopping the ball, jumping forward and flicking with the back foot. But yeah, they were 5 of the skills from the video. If you want to see the other skills, I can do them. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, comment down below your favourite skill from today, and let me know what other stuff you want to see. Thanks to Cal, Brad, all their Instagrams are down below. I will see you in the next video.